Often people ask me to help them being abused. David, how do I cope with my husband abusing me? David, what do I do about my family that's always berating me and always doing this? It's like, can you hold my hand while I'm being abused? No, I can't. Just like I wouldn't help a drug addict that's still doing drugs, right? If I have a crackhead come to me, I do crack all day, David. I'm high on crack right now. Help me. I'd say, sure. Tomorrow, don't do crack, and then we'll start the work. And they say, well, I can't. Well, then I can't help you. I can't keep you from doing crack. I can help you quit, right? I can't help you, Hazel. I can't help you be neglected or abused. I can't help you with that. I help people get their needs met and living happy, healthy lives. That's what I help people do. Not this. I'm not saying anything bad about your husband. I don't know him. I'm talking about your marriage, okay? It's neglectful, it's toxic, it's dependent, and it's going nowhere. And it takes two, Hazel. If you have to convince somebody to care about your marriage, they may not care. And we go by their behaviors, not this, right? Because that's easy, right? Doing the work, that's what's hard. But saying, oh yeah, I will, it's easy. Oh, I care. I love you. I'm willing. I'll try someday. And you know why, Hazel? Because this takes a lot of work. Relationships aren't easy. And if you haven't had any experience in a healthy one in your entire life, which he hasn't, and I'm guessing you haven't, it's going to be that much harder. And it's going to take more than just individual therapy. Okay? The life I want doesn't match the life I'm living. That's you, Hazel. That's who you are. What you want is who you are. You're not just not getting what you want. You're not getting what you need. Isn't that more important? Needs and wants? Isn't it? I want an ice cream sundae, but I need a salad. I need food. I need to eat. Right? So you want a better life. No, you need a better life. You need emotional security, autonomy, privacy, emotional connection. You can't possibly have those things. Can't. And so you're sick because you're not getting what you need. You're not getting what you want, sure, but you're not getting what you need. Your values don't coincide with this relationship. I'm sure you guys aren't totally respectful to each other, and it doesn't sound like much self-respect. Loyalty, acceptance, not happening here. Your emotional needs aren't being met. You're not getting what you want, and your values might be compromised, right? And it feels horrible. That's who you are. So when you say numb out, that means I'm blocking who I am. Screw it. My therapist thinks we are learning and healing at our own paces. Sure, that's what people do. And I'm experiencing incompatibility with him because I generally want to get better and he is comfortable numbing to get by. Remember the drug analogy, the drugs, the drug friends? Here goes Hazel, trying to get better. Don't do that on me. Because better means not this, right? It's either this or healthy. And Hazel wants to go do this. But I want this. You're threatening him. And this typically is where abuse starts to happen if he's not abusing you already. I want to live this awesome, energetic life, but I feel guilty leaving my husband. Dependency. Children fly from the nest, right? Because the parents don't need them. They need the parents, and then they decide, well, I want to go find my own independency, and they fly from the nest. Our parents needed us, and we feel guilty not being there for them, right? You feel guilty because he needs you. He's dependent on you. He can't take care of himself without you, Hazel. Somebody who doesn't know who they are doesn't care who you are, Hazel. He can't possibly know who he is because he's numbing who he is. So he doesn't know who he is. That's an unstable sense of his own self. Okay? And it sounds like he's not too into who you are, how you feel, what you want, what you need. Just guessing. I love my husband very much. He's a good man. We need more than good. More than good. People are good and bad. People do good things. People do bad things. You want a good person? Good luck. But we need more than good. More than good. Psychopaths can be good. We need healthy. Healthy. You say compatibility. That's great, right? Why would, if you hate hunting and killing animals, why would you date and marry a hunter, right? If your husband hates shopping and you love it, it doesn't make any sense. I'm not saying everything has to be an exact match, but geez. I have to admit, I wish he was able to face his problems. And guess what? His problems are now your problems, aren't they? His problems are your problems in your relationship. And he's not going to fix them. Why? Because he's dependent. I greatly appreciate your no bullshit insight and your genuine spirit. And I'm so grateful to have stumbled across your channel. I'm grateful for you too. Thank you very much, Hazel. I appreciate you very much. Let me know what you think. Keep asking. Keep giving me more information. I would love it. That way I can only help you more. Thanks, Hazel. Mark from, I don't know where you are. Tell us your locations, people. Thank you. Great work, David. You absolutely helped me through my recovery. Just checking in. I'm 4 years out now. Life is great. Thanks for everything. And anyone new listening, they don't change for anyone. I act accordingly. Get away and stay away. And we don't want people to change who they are. We accept people for who they are, right? A narcissist will never change for you. Nobody is going to change for you. Nobody. We accept people for who they are. We accept people for having different beliefs. We accept people for having different opinions. We accept people for having different needs, wants, and feelings. Okay? And we accept people's, mistakes and stuff like this, but we don't accept people's bad behavior. Okay? We don't judge them for the past. We don't accept it today. But thank you, Mark, very much. Thank you. I'm sorry I can't remember where you're at. Brian from California. Hi, Brian. I have a question about constructing a plan for days that we are most vulnerable. It can be holidays or just a bad day. Some people are just going to be triggering, and no, it's up to me to manage. When it's a predatory ex that catches you on, say, a birthday or lonely Christmas, what would be the encouragement that can force the implementation of a plan that is in line with our integrity? And I asked you to elaborate. You said, hi, David, it's fair to assume an abusive ex will reach out and try to make contact on days when we are more vulnerable to being hoovered. Making self-esteem and self-respect a priority has become a lifestyle. However, for people with symptoms of PTSD that are still trying to balance out, how can we be better prepared for unexpected contact with an abuser on days that we are feeling weak? So, thanks, Brian. Good question. I get this a lot. Quite a bit. Because we're so loyal, right? I mean, our parents have taught us to be, accept everything that we do to you, and you owe us, and you better not hurt our feelings, and all this. No, we got to be true to us again, okay? So here we are. We have someone that abused us, an ex, someone that neglected us and cheated on us and lied to us and hurt us and all these things. And now the relationship's over, and we kind of build that a little bigger. Things that we're afraid of or fear can get huge. It can get really big, monster size. And then we're worried about if we see them, what do we do? What do we do? And that really goes to show a little bit, for those of you out there who feel that way, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? Because we want to know what the right thing to do is for other people. Well, I don't want to look like this. I don't want to be this. I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want to. So whenever you want to know what to do, look inside, not outside. Don't do what other people do. And you don't have to keep asking. Okay? Go with who you are. Want, need, feel, values, opinions. So here we have a person that we don't want anything to do with, right? That's why we don't talk to anymore. And we're actually even afraid of running into them. That's how bad we want them out of our life. So if you don't want anything from them, you don't need anything from them, they only feel bad, and you have values of respect and integrity and honesty and loyalty, then that's all you got to do. If you don't want nothing, do nothing. Walk away. You don't say nothing. Who cares what they think? Who cares what it looks like? Who cares how they feel? You don't need anything from them, so you don't need to do anything, right? They feel bad, so I suggest not engage. Walk away, right? You can't control them. You only have control over yourself. Your values say that you value respect, integrity. I would show that to yourself. Walking away from somebody who traumatized you and abused you is not rude, right? I understand somebody comes up, hey, David, how you doing? And I just walk away from them. That's rude. My ex who abused me and hit me and cheated on me for 10 years comes up and he says, hi, David, and I walk away. Is that rude? Or just say, no, thank you. It's my favorite response for boundaries. No, thank you. Hey, can I borrow $1? No, thank you. Hey, David, can you give me a ride? No, thank you. Hey, David, can I come stay with you? No, thank you. Hi, David. How have you been? No, thank you. Works. It's respectful. It's honest. It's integrity. It's healthy. And I don't feel bad about it afterwards. Telling people to go to hell, might feel a little bad about that afterwards. Just me. Maybe not you. So Brian, you don't want anything, we need anything, they feel bad and all this stuff. So don't do anything. And tell yourself that. What am I going to do? Not do anything. Don't say something. Don't engage with them. It's up to you, Brian. Figure that out now. Because emotions we have, it's hard to control, right? Our body reacts and then we kind of sometimes we're impulsive and we do something we regret later. You can't regret that much doing nothing. You might say later, God, I wish I told them off. Don't you value respect? It's not productive telling them off. You have something to say to them, write them a damn letter. You're going to wait until they come up to you and then you want to go off on them? Doesn't make sense, right? Doesn't look good. Doesn't feel good. It's not who you are. So, best recommendation is always, no matter what, tell yourself, no matter what, tell yourself, no matter what, do nothing. Say nothing. I can't wait for them to come up to me and say, hey, how's it going? So I can just go. That's it. It says that you're healthier. It says that you're above it. It says you don't need them, want them. Who cares? Fighting with them says you're upset. I miss you. Right? Do you see that? Sinking down to their level. Oof. It feels awful. It's giving them what they need or what they want. I hope that helps, Brian. I don't know what else to tell you. The bad times, if this is a concern and I'm going to a Christmas party where they might show up, I would highly recommend maybe not going. Take support, emotional support. People ask me, David, I want to go get my stuff back from my ex, but I'm scared. Take a friend. Or don't do it. Okay? It's all our choices. We all have control and we should be doing what we want. And if you don't want anything from them, you don't have to do anything. Right? Thanks, Brian. Hi, David. Hope you're fine. I dated a girl 3 years ago and she went away with a friend after she discarded me and made the silent treatment with push and pull. She said that she wanted to be alone, and 1 week after she was with the new supply, 6 months after, she left him and came back to me, and she left me again 3 months with no explanation. She returned to the other supply 2 weeks after. And I came back to her after 9 months. She left the other guy, the other supply again, and now she left me again with no explanation. She wanted to be alone. I think that I was borderline, but the third time I let her a gigantic space. I'm very confused. I feel bad. I think I'm not enough. How can I fix that? Well, I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. We've put everything in their hands. We've put our self-worth in their hands. We've given up and sacrificed everything we need and everything we want, how bad it feels. And this pattern of this is what becomes addictive. It's a chemical reaction. It becomes dependency. It's just drugs, sex, gambling, right? I gamble all night and I win. Woohoo! Now I'm out of money. Ugh. I drank all night. Woohoo! Now I'm hungover. I got high and it went away. I had sex and didn't have sex. It's over. This is what we become dependent on. You become dependent and addicted to this. Causes guilt, causes shame. We compromise who we are. Your question: how can I fix that you don't feel like you're enough? Get help. Help, help, help. There are people to help with this. And this is a very difficult thing to do alone. Please, everybody, try to understand how important human beings are and relationships with them are to us. Most important. We're bruised, we're battered, we're broken, we're upset, we're stressed, we're traumatized from people and relationships with them. We need to have better relationships with people. That's what we need. So we've got to learn how to do that, okay? So don't keep trying if you keep failing. Learn what's going wrong instead of keep trying. It's damaging. It's not just keep trying, get back on the horse and you fall down and keep trying until you figure it out. This stuff causes suicide, depression, anxiety, not eating, not sleeping, not being able to function at work. Okay? So we need to learn. We need to learn. And some people, to learn, they got to go to school. Some people hire a tutor. Some people get a therapist, a counselor, a life coach. Do it. The other problem with this is when we feel like this, we feel so worthless that we don't feel worthy of the help that is available. And I hear this all the time. David, people don't understand. Really, you're speaking for every professional out there because, man, I've come across some amazing professionals. Some of my clients, I recommend they go find a therapist, and they do, or they have one already and they still hire me. And me and the therapist, we might communicate together to help our client better. How can you stop feeling or thinking, it's thinking that you're not enough? That's low self-worth, okay? We've got to stay away from this, okay? There's no way to fix that around her. So we got to keep her out of our life. Just like back to the drug reference, right? I can't help you if you're getting high. You won't fix this around her. So first step is we quit the dependency and then we get help, okay? It's out there. It's available. I'm taking clients if you want help. Thank you. Good luck. Yeah, that pattern is dependency. I love you. I hate you. These are hormones going up and down. I love you. Ooh, I hate you. You're the only person in my life forever. Oh, yes. Wait, who's that? There's somebody else? It's extremely damaging. Your amygdala shrinks and swells. This manages the emotional part of your life. And our emotional life fails so bad, it can start seeping into other areas of our life to where all parts of our life are unmanageable. Get help, okay? Thank you. Keep asking questions. I'll help you as much as I can here, but I'm not the help that you need. Not this, not doing this. We need more. And what you explained to me shows me you definitely need more help than what I can do here, okay? Thanks. Sunny Dave from Nebraska. Can you address victim shaming and blaming for staying too long with toxic people? Doesn't matter how long or short time. I get the blame like, you chose him, you stayed with him, you kept picking the wrong men. What's wrong with you? You married him. Always my fault since I was raised by narc mom, and now at 60 figuring out why I picked wrong people. Because of the people you have in your life right now. Because you have people that says, you stayed with him, you chose him, you married him, what's wrong with you? That's why. I'm guessing this is family, and if you're 60 years old, this has been happening for over 50 years, almost 60 years. That's why, okay? That's why. Those are all codependent statements. These are all people who don't care how you feel, who judge you for what you do only. Who want you to do exactly what they want you to do and could care less what you want to do. This is extremely toxic, and that's why you're picking the wrong people, because you have the wrong people around you. So our caretakers are teachers, and they didn't teach you what you needed to learn because they don't know. So I highly recommend going to learn what you missed. And that's how to meet your emotional needs and how to have functional, growing, loving, healthy relationships. I just told you, okay? That's what you need to do. You need to go learn those things, and you need help. You need someone to help you do this. We're neglected so long, we want to do everything alone and by ourselves. And I mean, you know, in childhood, a little neglect is good because it forces the child to go figure things out and explore the world and do it on their own. That gives confidence, more independency. Too much of it, we want to do everything alone, by ourselves. Oh no, David, it's because I'm an introvert. Why do you think you're an introvert? Okay? Good luck. Get the toxic people out of your life. And the better you feel about yourself and the healthier you are, the more healthier people you will have in your life. Okay? They're not going to enter your life. Healthy people will not enter your life as long as you have those people around you. I hear this statement a lot. Oh, I'm just with them until I find someone better. Well, that's disgusting, exploitative thing to do and to say. But it won't work. Because here you are in this toxic, horrible relationship with somebody, and I'm only staying until I find someone else. That means you need them, and it's just sick and disgusting. So, but you're going to go meet, Mr. or Mrs. Right and beautiful, and everything's going to be great while I'm in this toxic relationship. No, you're not. You're going to find another Mr. or Mrs. Wrong. G, share. I don't know where you are. Please tell us your location next time. Thank you. And I went, that's weird. You started it with and I went to a doctor. It's like they don't want to hear it or says it's in your head. I want to punch them. I'm so frustrated. It's like I'm all alone and I'm not crazy. The world is going nuts. It's not taking me with it. Good. I want to start a community somewhere. Own laws, own rules, no narcs. That would be a life sentence. Or kicked out of our community. I swear, man. I'm sorry. I think I felt similar to this years ago. I wanted to, I was pretty dramatic, pretty drastic. I wanted to just go out in the middle of the woods, right? Just give up on society. I wanted to go join some freaking cult just to, not because but I just wanted to live away from people that hurt me. It's not the answer. To live on your own island or start your own community with your own laws and your own rules, that's antisocial, isn't it? We have society and we need society, okay? There aren't people that live without society. There aren't people living out in the woods and out in the desert and in the mountains all alone and never have any communication with people. I know there's some people living out there, not many, there's some, but they have some communication with the world and society. They might still have internet. They might talk to their neighbors, family on the phone. But what you want to do is start a different society outside of society, because society has narcs. You call them narcs. They have narcs. So it's better to learn how to do it. It's better to learn how to manage and cope and navigate in society and relationships with people in society. It's the way it works. You can learn how to do that. Someone can teach you, okay? It's called help, professional help. You're worthy of it. Thank you. LG, does this sound, and I don't know where you're from. Tell us your locations, please, people. Thank you. Does this sound like triangulation, David? There is a theme in dating world where men love to say, I'm still best friends with my ex-wife. And women, it's not just a gender thing. That sends up so many red flags for me. It feels like they're already comparing me. When a narc says, I'm still best friends with my ex-wife, but don't worry, she's not a threat. We're not like that. Translation, she's a huge threat. I'm covering my bases because I'm still obsessed with my ex-wife and didn't want you or her to know this. Thoughts? Yeah, but it's not, that's not the rule. You say, what if a narcissist does this? Okay, but some people get divorced and stay friends. And I'm not going to judge that. I don't have experience with that. I've never been married. I don't really talk to my exes either. And that some people say it's a sign of maturity. It's also a sign of dependency. So who knows? It's a contingency basis, right? But yeah, dependency, which narcissists are, and everyone who dates them, become dependent, and they don't want to leave. They don't want to break it off. Or they even break up and still maybe have sex or talk and give each other that emotional dependency. It's still there for me. And it's toxic and it doesn't work, and I don't blame you for feeling like you're being compared. If he's a narcissist, then you were compared. You were compared to all his exes and his idealized ex, right? That's what that is. A lot of you guys don't realize that, is they have an idealized person, right? And they're comparing you to that. Perfect. Their idealized person is perfect. You can't be that person. So eventually, they start to criticize and ridicule you, abuse you. Yeah, it's just one of those things you have to decide if that's okay with you, and you have to navigate on a, relationship basis. Each person is different. This is why we take so long to get to know people, okay? And so what really helps is to right now, get a piece of paper and write standards at the top of it. And these are the standards that everybody has to have to enter your life, be in your life, have a relationship with you. Write it down. Think about it now before you don't know what to do and he mentions it and you sit there and try to deal with it and make your relationship work, and then you realize way down the road that you'd never liked that and that's bad and you aren't going to deal with that. Know that now. Save your time. Save yourself a lot of time and energy. And it's about you. All that matters is you. So when you make that standard list, use your values, use your needs, use your wants, use your feelings, okay? And what do people have to be in your life? I don't want a man who still talks to his ex-wife, if that's what you want. But we go by our feelings, and if that doesn't feel right, then it's not. It doesn't matter what they're doing, it matters how you feel. Okay? It doesn't matter what people do, only how you feel about it. That's all that matters. So whatever he's doing, whatever he says, doesn't feel right to you, there's the problem. Not what he's doing, the problem is how you feel. Okay? And that needs to be fixed. You need to feel reassured and secure, it's all good, or we end the relationship. Okay? But yeah, I've heard that a lot, actually. And it follows dependent relationships. I can't leave them totally. They're there for me. I call them up and, they calm me down and listen to me and end it. 7 billion people in the world. We got divorced. It doesn't make, I don't know. Like I said, it's a preference. It's an opinion thing. And it's hard for me to judge because I've never done it. Never been married. But I don't really communicate with exes. It seems like the relationships that weren't so involved, I can still talk to. There are some girls I dated that I still talk to, but we didn't date very much. It wasn't very intense, very long. That makes sense. I couldn't imagine being friends with my ex-wife. That's weird. If you can be friends, why can't you? I don't know. Hazel from Alabama again. Hello, Hazel. I was wondering if you could offer some perspective on how to accept that your narc parents do not and cannot love you. I've spent my childhood and early adult life spinning my wheels, always hoping that I could somehow just do and say the right thing and be the daughter they wanted. Okay, so very common for us, right? So, I'll read what I wrote. This is about unconditional love. What you didn't receive from your caretakers, right? You're saying you didn't receive unconditional love from them. It's conditional. What we don't receive as children, we tend to seek out and find it somewhere else. Until we're adults, we're still doing it. We didn't receive unconditional love from our parents. It was totally conditional. You have to get good grades. You have to be quiet. You have to be good. You can't be weird. You can't talk. You can't do, and then we'll love you, right? And so why we need that is because we need to unconditionally love ourselves. So, unconditional love, here it is. We receive it as children, and we give it to children, and we give it to ourselves. That's it. We don't unconditionally love adults, right? It's not okay if you hit me. It's not okay if you do this. It's not good. It's okay if children do, though. A child can hit me. A child can spit in my face. A child can get a bad grade. A child can be weird, fat, ugly, stupid. Doesn't matter. I love you no matter what. Not so with the rest of the world, right? Okay, unconditional love. So we didn't get unconditional love, and the reason it's so important is that we learn to unconditionally love ourselves. That's how we do it. Our parents unconditionally love us, accept everything that we do. It's all okay. Even if you still have punishments, we still love you. That's okay. That's not part of the deal there. And then we unconditionally love ourselves. That means we're allowed to make mistakes. That means that we can be overweight. That means that I can be bad to somebody, still love myself, forgive myself, and not do it again. People that don't love themselves unconditionally beat themselves up, make them feel so ashamed and so guilty and so bad, they do it again. So you didn't receive unconditional love from your parents, and here you are still trying. I don't know how old you are. I think you told me the last question, Hazel. But Here we are, searching for this unconditional love from our mom and dad in our 40s, 50s, 60s. Unconditionally love yourself, Hazel. That was the lesson that you missed because they were bad teachers. I'm not saying they're bad parents, bad teachers. Okay? We need to unconditionally love ourselves, and that's forgiving ourselves. People go on and on about forgiving their abuser, forgiving people. You don't have to do that. We have to forgive ourselves. Have to. It's the only way you're going to survive, is forgive yourself. Okay? No matter what you do. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying do it again. Forgive yourself now and then not do it again if it hurts. Okay? I hope that helps. Let me know, Hazel. Thank you. All right, we got to be almost done. Lisa says, thank you, David, for answering my question about my dad's health. I think you pretty much nailed it. One of the things stopping me from moving on is that I can't forgive Dad for neglecting and abusing the family. Mom, said Mom, that's how I always know you're in the UK. Mom and sister didn't deserve it. Do you think forgiveness is necessary to get rid of anger, please? No. You do not have to forgive people who abuse you. It could help, sure. Some people say you have to. I don't think you do. Why do you have to forgive an abuser? Why? There's people in my life that abused the hell out of me and walked away from it and never said a word. And should I go find them? Should I write them a letter? Hey, I forgive you for all that stuff you did. You know what they're going to do? I don't care. I forgive people, or at least consider forgiving people who ask for it. Yeah? Just a start. But what we need to do is forgive ourselves. Forgive ourselves. How people have treated you is not your fault. Okay? But it creates a lot of guilt and shame because we let it continue. It's one thing when someone comes up to you and hits you, right? And goes away. That's different. Oh man, this piece of crap hit me. Try explaining that. That's the same person came up and did that to you for 10 years. Try to explain that to somebody without guilt and shame. Huh. The only way you can is by forgiving yourself. Once you forgive yourself, you can start to heal from that stuff. And then you can tell somebody what happened to you. That's, I let somebody do this to me for 10 years, and you won't have guilt or shame anymore. Hope that makes sense. Thank you for asking. Anger needs to be processed. It's an emotion. It has nothing to do with forgiving somebody else. And telling people that you should and you've got to forgive, that's horrible. That's horrible. Hi, David, East Coast, USA here. Hello. And this is Vivian. Hello, Vivian. If someone is from a narcissistic family and they go to therapy, it seems to alarm the family. At least this is what I've noticed in my case. One member is baffled and very nosy about it. Another family is annoyed. Can you talk? I already answered this question. I think you just asked twice, or I got it twice. Hello, Anna from Paris. Hello, Anna. I wonder if it is only possible. A narcissist is agree for therapy. How should it be done? What is the procedure? A therapist would be safe. Imagine he can also try to be hoovered. Are there even exist for therapists for narcs? So Anna's asking me, can a narcissist get help through therapy? Are there therapists that help narcissists? Stuff like this. And you know, Anna, this is opinion, not fact. Because I've heard doctors and therapists say absolutely not. Absolutely not. It doesn't matter how hard they try. They can't change. It's their personality. It's who they are. And then I've had other doctors say, oh, that's ridiculous. Yes, they can change. No problem. I can cure them. I don't believe that one very much. Haven't seen it yet. I'm kind of a see it to believe it guy. But it's just opinion, right? Who do I know? I don't know every narcissist on the planet. I've never followed any into therapy and seen what they do. And, you know, doctors who've helped therapists would better be able to answer that better. Okay? I don't have experience in that. What I know is you have someone with a personality disorder, okay? And not all of them. You're talking about narcissistic personality disorder. Doesn't think they have a problem. And that's very important to understand. Very, very important. They don't think they have a problem. It's not just delusional. They're saying, I like living like this. I don't want to live a different way. You want me to. And for me to get what I want from you, I realize I got to give in a little bit. I got to say, fine, I will, or just go, or maybe try a little bit. Now, can a doctor cure narcissistic personality disorder? I don't think so, but I don't know. If I had to choose, gun to my head, I'd say no. Even with doctors saying yes, they can. What I will say is I think just about everybody can be a better person, whether that's healthier, stop exploiting people as much, I don't know. Maybe there's elements of their life that they can change and make better and be a better person. That I'll support. But curing a personality disorder where someone thinks they don't have a problem, even in that you show them, here it is, see your problems? Okay, fine, but I like it. I like living like this. Who cares? It's the same thing as someone, you got to realize there's no plan. There isn't just, this is the perfect, healthy person, and everyone around it, everyone outside of it is unhealthy, bad, and damaged and sick. There's way more ways to do things in life. And what you think might be unhealthy, they might think is healthy. They might think you're unhealthy. Perspective. It's everything, right? But their lives are unmanageable. They won't get the things they need in life, but they don't know that. So they don't want it. It can be hard to explain. Someone who's never had an emotional connection in childhood will never value it or want it in adulthood. Even though it's absolutely necessary for any relationship and marriage and stuff like this to work, you have to have emotional connection. But they don't want it. What are you going to do? You can't force it. You can't say, oh, this is what you need. They don't care. Don't want it. Never had it. Don't need it. Don't want it. They don't know how to do it. Not interested. And we are just trying to change them and fix them when they don't even think they have a problem. So we really are just trying to change them, and it just doesn't work. Thanks, Anna. Keep asking me questions. I don't know if that helped. Let me know. Thanks. Demi from Cleveland, Ohio. Hi. I have a question for you. I was discarded a month ago. I'm being given the silent treatment, and this person is treating me like I don't exist. I have 2 weeks of no contact, and I'm struggling trying to block the narcissist. Can you please give me some advice? I'm having some sadness. I'm very sorry. Sounds traumatic. Sounds like you're being traumatized. Being discarded like a piece of garbage is just awful. It's such awful abuse. Silent treatment, total abuse. And you're having troubles blocking him. Anything we need help with, get help. Anything we can't do by ourselves, ask for help. And I don't mean just this. Ask me a question. Hire help. My gosh, you need support. You need support. Demi. Sorry, I don't know which one it is. Is it like Demi Moore or Demi? Let me know. But, yikes. You need support. This requires support. People there for you, helping you. One element of this support is, I've committed to this. I want him out of my life. I'm done. Go tell everybody, right? Imagine quitting an addiction. Imagine if you're addicted to smoking cigarettes, let's say, right? Good luck trying to quit by keeping it a secret. Telling everybody I quit is commitment. So it starts there. Tell everybody in your life what you're going to do. It starts there. I don't care how many times you said it. Say it again. Tell everyone in your life and reach out and say, I need support. I need you guys to be there for me, please. It'd be nice if I could have a phone call, check in with me. Can we hang out, talk, anything? Anything you're willing to give me. However much time you're willing to give me, please consider it. I need it. And then hire help. Hire a professional, so that they can help you be more mindful of what you're doing. So many things you're doing right now, I guarantee you aren't even aware that that's making it worse. And then just having, an emotional support, someone holding their hand, someone to hold us accountable. Oh, tomorrow I got my life coach to deal with. And if I contact my ex or something, I got to tell my life coach tomorrow. Start making a plan, right? Instead of doing this, I do this. This is dependency. It's an addiction. And anytime you want to stop an addiction, I have a plan. Never heard this anywhere else, but I always say, take away something, add something. Start taking away something and add something to help you do this. Commit and invest. Commit by telling everybody and start investing and doing everything you do to make it better, to make it closer to that goal. Start being mindful, aware, by having a professional help you do this, of everything you're doing that's making you further away from that, that's making you closer to contacting them again. Okay? We're in a mess. And that mess is because we don't know how to fix this. So you think, all of you, think you're going to fix this mess you got into all by yourself. That's what got you in this mess. Because you've been too much by yourself. Alone. Neglected. We need people. People cause this. People help this. People didn't show you what you need. People now will show you what you need. Teach you. People didn't teach you. Now they teach you. Doing all this alone is sad. And it's damaging. Extremely. Good luck. Get support. Hire it. Okay? Don't isolate. Socialize with people. Talk to people in your life. Tell them, and a professional. Exercise and be creative. And that reminds me. Okay, this is the last question, so I'll say it now. I am going to be out of town soon. In a couple weeks. I'll be gone for, I believe, 2 weeks. I may not be able to do the Q&As for 2 weeks. I'm going to make other videos and have other videos to play during that time. But I just want you guys to know. And I appreciate you guys sticking around and being patient for those couple weeks for me to be back and start answering your questions again. I've been doing these Q&A videos, I think, over 4 years now. Haven't missed a week. And so this is going to be the first time that I will miss. And I may still try. I may still be able to do them. I like to. I know people rely on these and people need these. So I like to do them. I like to do whatever I can to make sure I get them out. But I might not be able to. I want to just tell you guys, I will make several different videos to come out and play while I'm gone. And if anyone's still here watching this video, whoever is, let me know what you think about this. I get asked personal questions a lot, and I appreciate it. A lot of you guys want to get to know who I am more, and that's nice. It's kind. Thank you. I think I want to make a CPTSD video about being creative and show you guys some of the things that I've been working on lately. I've been doing a lot of projects and creating all kinds of stuff, from constructing things and art projects, and I've done it all for other people and given it all away. And I cannot explain to you how amazing it feels. I feel so good from doing this. I have to share it with you, and that's why, and not what I do personally, but I have to keep promoting this. And that's why I try to get you guys, and I show you links to do different artwork and decorate your house and redesign and fix things. It's just incredible to do. It is an absolute element of healing from trauma. Go look it up. It opens our brain and allows us to heal. It keeps us from the depression and looks towards a brighter future. It means that we took something and created it from nothing. It's beautiful. And then to give it away, oh my God. It raises oxytocin, serotonin. It just feels so amazing. It's so rewarding. Makes your relationships better. So if you guys are interested, let me know if you want me to share with you. I was just thinking, do a video about these different suggestions, and maybe at the end I'll share some photos or something of some of the work I've been doing. Let me know if you are interested. Thank you. And all of you, love yourself first, okay? Ask questions, please. Come back next Monday and hear your answers. And always let me know what you think, okay? Thank you, everybody. Love yourself first. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.